It's your boy J.A.G. too. Born and raised out in Georgia. Daytona where my heart at. That's where I got found. You know what I mean? And basically, you know what I'm saying? Representing Rufus Killer Records, Mood Swinger Records, that way to deal. I got started 1999. That's when I really started writing music. Didn't ever record. Just writing, I started picking it up after my cousin died. I found a demo where he had started rapping before he died or whatnot. After he died, we found it, heard it. That inspired me like, well, maybe that's how I'm gonna let the world know about it. Never knew it would get me this far. So I started putting my own stuff out, and artists started coming along. We started putting their stuff out. We in stores. Ain't nobody helping us do nothing. It was just me getting out grinding, talking to people, booking shows, just grinding, doing the whole nine. And just so happened, bumped into my dude BJ right here. Long story short, bumped into him, kicking it with his boys, Rufus Killers, Young Hustlers. That's the whole Daytona movement. We the best in the city. Don't never let nobody tell you different. Got signed to Mood Swinger. I remember like it was yesterday. The first of the year, Concept called me 4:30 in the morning. I'm getting ready for work. Like, yeah, man, checked out your page. Like what I heard, man. Got to kicking it with him, telling him how I've been hustling and grinding and, booking shows and stuff. And number one thing he said, man, you should have been signed with us. And I'm like, well, let's make it happen then. Just broke the record in Bermuda, #1 single, 8 weeks straight. Shawty There He Go, you know what I mean? Wow. And so doing that, promoting, Legend in the Making album in the streets right now. Mood Swinger, Rufus Killer, that's what it is. Ain't nothing else outside of that unless it's approved. I got a lot of classics like on the underground, but I mean like as far as I can call my own, Shawty There He Go, that one song did more for me than any other song that I ever done. I mean, it was my first smash shit. I had other songs on the radio, but Shawty There He Go was that hit. You know what I mean? Like when people heard it, people called in and requested to hear it again. I'm still pushing it across the country, like via MySpace or DJs requesting it. And they like, man, your flow is nice, man. Your flow is nice, man. We got to get more music. And that just opened the door for me to give them more songs, So that's Shawty There He Go. I actually changed my alias to J.A.G too, a.k.a. Mr. Shawty There He Go. I feel like when you underground and you trying to be heard like that, anytime somebody want to hear your music, send it to them. Because they might give it to a friend, might burn it on a CD, burn that CD for a friend. And they might burn that CD for a friend. Right. So on and so on. And the more people get it, that's more CDs I can say. And people still getting to hear my music and finding my MySpace and, man, I got your song, it's nice, woo woo. Now they can get the ringtone actually on our mixer. They can get it for free. I remember I used to sit back and listen to Tupac and just be like, when he rap a song and he talking about like he expressing his pain, I sit back and be like, really feel this man's pain. He really went through that. I never realized how powerful my words was until I remember one night I did a show and I started rapping a song about my cousin and I started crying on stage. And when I'm looking at the crowd like I'm actually feeling kind of bad, like why am I crying on stage? Even though I know why I'm crying, like I'm supposed to be like these dudes, they come to see me, I'm not supposed to cry, I'm supposed to be the tough guy.
Right.
But I'm crying, but I'm looking out at the crowd and I had people crying with me. Like, and I'm looking at that, I'm like, these people don't even know me, but they feel my pain. And after the show, I always have like a greet, like some people they do shows and they exit the building.
Right.
I'm still down to earth. Touch me, talk to me, tell me what you think, what I can do better,
Right.
And they was, man, I remember this one cat told me like, man, I just lost my homeboy like 2 months ago, so I understand where you're coming from. And that really like touched me. He was like, man, I just feel like you got Pac and you can be like the new Tupac of the next generation. Don't ever change. Stay who you are. And like, for somebody you don't know, tell you stuff like that, that really mean a lot. I mean, like, because Tupac to me is the greatest of all time. And for somebody to put my name in the same sentence with him, I feel like I'm doing something right. I just want people to understand that when they talk about J.A.G, when my rap career done or whatever, I want them to understand that J.A.G was a great rapper, but he was a man first. I mean, rapping, whatever. We're not perfect, we make mistakes, I mean, I do crazy stuff, but understand that I was a man, I was a hustler. I believed in myself when nobody believed in me. And that's why I'm at the status to where I am right now, because when people told me I couldn't do it, I still did it, regardless of what people said. I wasn't a quitter, I was a fighter. And, you know, you fight to the end. So I just want people to realize that I was a fighter, so they'll remember me for he's a fighter. But I'm promoting right now, this before I got signed. Strictly independent, legend in the making, J.A.G 2. This right here, this your copy too, buddy.
Okay, thank you.
Right there, hands down, that's God's work. Started on the album, got into it, just really like, damn, I can really do this. Cause I ain't never did a solo album. I mean, I did solo mixtapes, but an album is totally different from a mixtape.
Right.
You get a beat in front of you, you don't know what direction to go. There's nothing there but a beat. You gotta make the direction.
Right.
Got to it. Thinking of songs in my sleep. You know, getting up. People wanting to be a part of it so bad, they was donating beats. Like, I had producers like wanting to be heard so bad. Like, man, we like your flow. We know if we put a beat in your hand, it'll be heard, man. Just choose whatever beat you want, we'll give it to you. Like, I'm like, wow, people really want to be a part of it like that. Like, you know, go ahead. Hit them up. Only thing they ask is, when you get done, man, can we promote it? I won't turn you down, you helping me out, you know. I'm helping you, you helping me. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. And I can't in front. I get love off that album. That's my most prized possession right now. My #1 creation, my first ever album. Not mixtape, my first album. I said I was gonna do it. I did it. That's what it was. You know, and if you look on the inside, I gotta say this. If you look on the inside, my cousin, you know, he's been dead since '98, but if you look on the inside, I got his picture on the album, right above the symbol, the record label symbol. Got my cousin on there, cause he's still, you know, he's been gone so long. That's my inspiration for still doing what I'm doing. That's to keep me motivated. So, you know, that's what it is. If you're blessed enough to get it, you already know what I'm working with. For everybody who don't got it though, you missing something you can't get your hands on every day. Like, that's a classic within itself. I mean, besides the hits on the radio, I got songs talking about hard times. I got songs for ladies. I mean, I got songs for party goers. I got songs for my introduction, probably like the best thing that I felt like my favorite song on the album. Cause I really got personal, you know. I almost lost my brother to a car accident. And, you know, it affected me in a way, and talking about the grind of the whole thing, and I mixed all that in, just put my heart into that first song. So if you don't like the first song, then you probably ain't gonna like the album. But the first song is so deep that I feel like everybody like it, because it's something I'm talking about. Everybody done had some kind of experience, whether it's in music, or you got that family member that got a second chance at life and not taking advantage of it, and you want them to do the best that they can. It's just, you know, it's real personal. I got personal with it a little bit, had fun with it, did a little everything. So you send it straight to you. You know what I'm saying? You put in your order, come straight to your front door. You ain't gotta go nowhere and get it.
Okay.
You know, I mean, yeah, you hit me up on the MySpace. That's how everybody getting it right now. You know, hit me up on the MySpace. Hey, I want to get the album. You send me the address, send me money, order in, PayPal, whatever. Mail the CD out, same day of payment. MySpace.com/legend in the making, J.A.G 2, and everything is spelled just like the dictionary. Legend in the making, J.A.G 2. But J.A.G 2 without the periods. I want to thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to, you know, be on your network. I mean, me coming all the way from the South, you know, my first time to Cali, and you know what I mean, just for y'all to show me love, my first trip out, man. I see why Tupac said the West Side, the West Side. There's a lot of love over here, man, for real. So I just appreciate the opportunity, man. I salute y'all.
About a thing, cause I strapped with my piece. Notice all the ladies, they were looking at a cheese, but threw my hands up like, Shawty, where they be?